Hey there, everybody. Chris Herman here. How are you all doing today? This is obviously, for those of you that know, this is where I sit when we do the podcast on deck with me, Chris Herman. We're 29, 30 episodes in, and we have decided to add a different component into the podcast, and that would really be what we're doing today, which is, let's call it a monologue. I don't know. That sounds like something prepared, but we want to use the opportunity, and I'd like to use this opportunity and multiple opportunities in the future to be able to sit and share ideas and thoughts, that I have about, business, creative space, whatever it is that, the topic of the day. So what you are witnessing right now is the first version of that. Invariably, I might stumble, bumble, or make a mistake in what I'm trying to say. But that's really the nature of the whole On Deck experience, is just a live, uncensored, free-flowing conversation. In this case, the conversation will be more of a monologue coming from me. I wanted to do this for a number of reasons, but today's topic is really going to be themed something along the lines of, when is it time to ramp up the marketing of your business, right? We've been through an exceptional and very strange, 15, 16 months with COVID. And I'm speaking more specifically to the retail automotive field and our retail automotive clients and friends and potential clients. But it's been an interesting ride over the last 15, 16 months for all of us. And clearly, just as we were coming into the spring and thinking that things were going to start cranking back, really getting back to normal. Not that last year was bad for the car business, but getting back to whatever the new normal is. I don't think anybody really expected that this inventory situation, as a result of the shortage of microchips, was going to affect our business as much as it has. And it's really been interesting to watch that, despite the fact that there's literally almost no microchips, that major manufacturers are shutting down operations, shutting down production, and dealerships around the country are sitting with the lowest levels of new car inventory that I would be willing to bet that they've ever had. Despite all of that, because of high customer demand. And why is there high customer demand? Well, because the average age of a vehicle on the road is 11 years or older. So, people need cars. People are coming out of their leases. There's high demand and low availability, which has created a ridiculous scenario for automobile dealers. In conversations that I've had with our clients, in conversations that I've had with friends in the business, the general theme is we've never worked so little to make so much. Now, I'm not saying that as a negative thing, because I love to see the success in the retail automotive business. I want all of our dealers and all dealers around the country to be making great money. And that's what's happening right now. People are paying premiums for new vehicles. Used vehicle values are through the roof right now. And people are paying because people need cars and they understand that there is a shortage. And this is just the way that it is. And it's creating an incredible opportunity and incredible situation of abundance for dealers around the country. Now, again, I support that 100,000%. I want to see dealers successful and fruitful. I believe in our business. I believe in the retail automotive business. I believe in the amazing entrepreneurial spirit that is possessed within the business. I also have a concern. The concern is really twofold. The concern is that as a result of high demand and low inventory and these huge opportunities to make money, one of the concerns is that I think dealers are really missing a big opportunity to steal market share. And why is that? Because so many dealers around the country have dialed back their marketing to literally next to nothing. When you've got people knocking down your doors and banging down your doors for your products and services, and you're able to turn customers away because they're not ready to pay the premiums that somebody else will do, I can understand why any dealer around the country would say, we don't need to spend as much right now. Okay, I support that, understand that. And from the perspective of being an owner of an agency in our space, I totally get it. It makes sense. But at some point in time, the tide is going to shift. And my concern is that dealerships right now are missing an opportunity to be communicating to their customers in a much more robust and interesting way. You're making a ton of money. A lot of dealers are making a ton of money and not reinvesting that money into growing their message, growing their footprint, growing their market share in whatever market they're in. They're saving that money, they're using money, or they're just profiting that money, which again, it's your choice as a business owner. But there are going to be dealerships out there, dealership groups, that are going to look at this time and say, you know what? Everybody has pulled back. Nobody's spending. And that's a fact around the country. But there are going to be sharp, smart dealers out there, aggressive and hungry dealers, and they're going to see this opportunity. So my concern is that you've got dealers that are holding back, speaking to the marketplace, and that they're going to be left behind and they're going to lose market share because there are going to be dealers that look at this and say, we are making record profits. If there was ever a time to invest in our future, the future of our dealership, the time is now. Okay, money's being made and people are holding back. The smart dealers out there are going to jump out and get ahead, and they're going to steal market share. And when inventory starts coming back, they are going to eat the lunch of the dealers that are sitting back and perhaps getting a little complacent. And, you know, it's funny. I posted something about this on LinkedIn. Of course, all the comments and responses were, you know, in support of this theory because most of my friends and colleagues on LinkedIn are in the marketing space. So, of course, we all feel this way. It's just what we are taught and trained, right? Take advantage of opportunities to gain market share. That's how many of us in this business were trained, and this is the time to do it for car dealers. If you're not getting out there, you're going to miss the boat. Now, that doesn't mean that you've got to be talking about selling new vehicles, right? Because if you don't have any cars, okay, you don't advertise, you know, your specials on new cars right now. But this is still a great and incredible time to talk about what is the value of doing business with you as a dealer, right? Is it your service department? Is it your people? What is it? But now's the time to let people know, because you have a unique opportunity to get out there and do it while others are holding back. It's such an opportunity to stand up in the crowd and be screaming at the top of your lungs in your own way when nobody else is saying anything. What does that mean? It means you're going to be heard. It means you are in an environment right now where you can truly be heard as a dealer because it is quiet. There's no competition. People aren't talking. Dealers aren't talking right now. At least most of them are not. And so that gives any dealer who wants to step out and have big market share gains the opportunity to get up and get out there and do it. You know, the second thing, and this is just more of a hypothetical question, if you are an operator, if you are running a dealership, ask yourself, are you getting a little complacent? Is being back in a more old school position of having customers knocking down the door for your products, being able to charge a premium for your products, being able to turn people away if they're not willing to pay the price, is that starting to create a scenario in your store of either complacency or not the highest level of execution that you've prided yourself on all of these years? Because now it's so easy. And don't take me wrong, you know, listen, I'm not an automotive operator. I've been around this business my entire life. I've worked in the business. I've had a lot of positions, but I am not an operator. But I know inherently what this business is about. A lot of my friends are really good, strong operators around this country. So I talk to them all the time. I understand what the business is like. So I'm not trying to make any negative commentary, but ask yourself, is business a little bit too easy right now? Is the money coming a little bit too easy right now? Are you starting to get, or is your team or people, are they starting to get a little bit complacent and taking the easy road? It's like, you know, I posted something else the other day on social. I, over the last 2 years, have kind of, in the last year and a half, really fallen off my triathlon, you know, super aggressive fitness training. Why? I don't know. got to a point in my life, maybe I was feeling a little comfortable, had a new baby, blah, 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 all excuses. But sometimes we get comfortable, we get complacent, and we take our eye off that extreme focus that it takes to be successful. I'm using the example of my own personal health because I put on 15 pounds and I'm no longer in the shape that I used to be. Now I'm changing that and I'm recommitting and rededicating myself to that path. But is the same thing happening in your dealership? If it is, now's the time to get your arms around it. Now is the time to really assess the fitness of your business. Do you have what it takes to run really hard when the tide shifts? Will you be ready, or will you be behind the curve? Will you be behind your competition, right? Because you know there are dealers out there around the country that are already looking at what it's going to be like in the next 4, 5, 6, 7 months, and they're prepared and ready to go now. They're fit, they're lean, they're ready to run. They're ready to run. Their people are on point, and they are messaging in the marketplace. And those are the guys and girls who are going to come out of this way ahead. So those are the thoughts that I wanted to share today. Are you missing an opportunity to communicate about your business at a bigger level than you are right now? Does some of this excess profitability make it easier for you to do it now, to get out there? Can you steal market share from your competition? The answer is absolutely yes, but you got to get out there. And ask yourself this: are you fit? Is your business fit? Are you lean and ready to run? Or have you gotten a little soft because it's a little bit easy right now? Just questions I'm asking. You might agree, you might not. Feel free to do the following. Number 1, subscribe to our channel, The Herman Agency, so that you are up to date with these podcasts and the other content that we're putting out about our industry. Okay? Ring the bell so that you get notified when new content comes out. But most importantly, and particularly on this video, I'm sure that there will be those of you out there that either agree or vehemently disagree with what I'm saying. That's fine. Share your comments. Click the like button, share your comments. I'm curious to hear. I want to hear what you have to say about this topic. It's very important to me. It's very important to our industry. And I'm always looking to learn and grow, and can only do that with individual contributions of information from all of you. So please take some time to comment on this message. I really look forward to hear what you have to say. Again, thank God that we are in the retail automotive business, because we've always made it through tough times, always will, and we'll always be here. The Herman Agency will always be here to support this business. So I hope you enjoyed this message today. I hope you got something out of it. Hope it was thoughtful for you. And if you agree or disagree, feel free to add in the comments below, okay? Thank you so much. It's me, Chris Herman. First run at a me solo on deck podcast. So I thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day. See ya.